Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala sayyidil anbiya'i wa shafil mursaleen, wal aqibatu lil muttaqeen. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem, bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wa idh ta'adhana rabbukum la in shakartum la azidannakum wa la in kafartum inna adhabi lashadid. Sadaqallahu al-azim. Wa ballaghana rasuluhu an-nabiyyul kareem wa nahnu ala dhalika lamina ash-shahidin wa ash-shakirin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Rasulullah wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We are here and we are very fortunate. We are here to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for one very special reason, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed us, especially Muslims of today, Muslims of Asia, someone who is known as Mu'inuddin, Sultanul Hind, Ghareeb Nawaz. Many names, one person. And every name of him defines him. Every name of him is his introduction. When he was born, his parents gave him a name which is written here, Hassan. This was his name from birth, given from parents. Later on, he was blessed with another name. And this name was given to him during his journey of Madinatul Munawwara by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself. When he went there, in the quest of his journey, during the journey of his quest, when he greeted Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in answer to that, Prophet alayhi salatu wa taslim awarded him with this big award by calling him Mu'inuddin, helper of the deen, supporter of the deen. This title was a very big title given to him. And he was appointed to serve the deen of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in one of the most difficult places on the planet Earth, on the face of Earth at that time, even today. In the time of science, technology, when people have become so advanced, they are planning to go on to different planets, investigating the whole universe. Still they bow down to idols and statues. Anything frightening becomes their god. Anything beautiful, they start worshipping them. Subhanallah, how lucky we are to be related to Mu'inuddin. We don't bow down to anyone other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Very much similarity with the mission and the life of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In the life of Sayyidina Mu'inuddin Chishti Ajmiri radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Desert. As Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born in the desert. Makkah. Hard, stone people. Difficult to deal with. Harsh environment. Hot climate. Exactly similar piece of land. He was sent to Ajmer. Desert, Rajasthan, People go to Jaipur, Pink City. But those who have insight, they will also put Ajmer in their itinerary or the journey to India or Rajasthan. And if you have not been, whenever you go to see Pink City, which is a tourist place of India, you also put Ajmer on the list. Surrounded by mountains, difficult place, hot. Sayyidina Muhyiddin Chishti radiallahu ta'ala anhu calmed the entire environment down. Brought the coolness of the deen, of the love. And he divided India. India indulged into millions of gods worship. He invited to one God's worship, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sayyidina Muhyiddin Chishti radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he is a necessity of all times. He is needed every time in every place. The reason, there are many people who will be happy to divide people, to create groups, to create problems. There are very few people who will bring people together, who will unite people, who will spread love, not hatred, who will welcome everybody. Sayyidina Muhyiddin Chishti radiallahu ta'ala never raised sword, no battle, no bomb blasts, no jihad, physically, no fights. He looked at people, Islam entered into the heart of people. People sat with him, their heart melted and became recipients to the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He demolished not the temples of the hearts. He did not destroy one temple. One temple ever. What he did? He demolished the idol and statues, false gods from the temples of the hearts of people. And he purified the hearts of people where Allah could have been subhanahu wa ta'ala be accommodated. One person, such a big mission. Today, Muslims, numbers are increasing. Alhamdulillah, people are becoming Muslim. But sadly, they are not very many. And majority of the Muslims, they are doing no work. We are relying upon others. We have left this mission of Prophet ﷺ and awliya salihin for others, as it is not our duty to do anything. Once you try to make one Muslim, you will find how difficult it is. How difficult it is to make one Muslim. Some people can keep trying for all their life, entire life. You cannot become a source of someone becoming a Muslim at all. But this one person turned 900,000 or more people Muslims. So we don't love him for no reason. We love him for a reason. He was a mission in himself. Allahu Akbar. So many things to mention. So what we are doing today? We are thanking Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you blessed us with the existence of one of your great friends, one of the supporter of the deen, who is Muinuddin Chishti, Hassan Sanjari Ajmeri, rahmatullahi ta'ala alayh. Especially you and me, people who come from Indian subcontinent, we can never ever get rid of the obligations and favors of Sayyidina Muinuddin Chishti Ajmeri radiallahu ta'ala. People for no reason. They don't know. Or they know, maybe knowingly, what they are telling you. Don't go to him. Don't go there. There is nothing left. Finished. Sheikh was highlighting this issue and he mentioned quite a few things. We are made of body and soul. Body can decay, can be destroyed, but not everyone, not of everyone. There are people who live intact in their graves as the day they were buried. And history has witnessed this. Many places, lovers of Allah, when their graves were digged, they were found in the same way as they were buried. Even their coffin was fresh, brand new, the way they were buried with. No spot. And it is very likely, it is very possible, if you become Allah's friend, if Allah is your life and death, Allah will save you in here and in hereafter. And these are one of those people. So what we are doing today, we are trying to take the benefit from the spirituality of Sayyidina Muinuddin Chishti Ajmeri radiallahu ta'ala. We know that he is not with us physically here in this world anymore, but his spirituality benefited in his time, and it will continue benefiting us and others in all times. So this is what we are doing here. Few more things, and then inshallah I conclude in next maximum 5 minutes or so. Is this what we can learn? What is the relevance of Sayyidina Khwaja Muinuddin Chishti Ajmeri radiallahu ta'ala anhu in our lives, living here in Britain especially, in the context of the life we Muslims, Sunni Muslims, living here abroad? One thing which is very crucial in his life, if you study his life, what you will see, he was not a poor person. He had some property. He used to look after this farm. Someone comes, he treats him well, and then he rests in his farm. After he wakes up, he gives something to eat him. A wali of Allah, a qalandakar, a crazy person. Maybe to many of those who don't believe in spirituality. He chewed something, gave it to him, he ate. What he did afterwards, Khwaja Muinuddin Chishti Ajmeri radiallahu ta'ala anhu, who was the owner of that farm, he sold the farm and spent each and every penny in the way of Allah. Left home 20 years. For 20 long years, what he did? He did not go to Hollywood or Bollywood, as our people waste their time and life. He made best use of it. What he did? He started seeking the knowledge. He went into the search of knowledge and ilm. He went to many institutions. He sat in front of many teachers, small and big, and he started his journey of education with memorizing the Quran at the age year at the age of 8 years old. He became complete Hafiz. And then, when he progressed, he ended up with his Sheikh Uthman Haruni, radiallahu ta'ala, another great friend of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and wali, who was his destination. This was last journey or the last stop in his quest of knowledge. He himself, in his book, describes the relationship, the final relationship with his teacher and the Shaykh, and explains what he achieved by serving 10 good years and being in the company of this noble man for 10 years or so. When he asked him to look up there, he could see the arsh of Allah. Look, this is the knowledge, the real knowledge. We can seek superficial knowledge. We could be a learner all our lives. But when you reach the climax of ilm and knowledge, with the people of real and true knowledge, who only don't know about the body but the soul, they take you so far. And when he was asked to see down, he could see the deepest part of the earth. He said, your course is complete. You are free to go. And then he went to Madinatul Munawwara. He was appointed as a teacher and a preacher for the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this land of Ajmer, where he had lots of opposition. But then every opposition joined his party, became the member of the same group and worked for him. Subhanallah. This is Mu'innuddin Chishti Ajmeri radiallahu ta'ala anhu. What he did, he served people. Service was his big mission. With no return, with no anticipation of return. He was not expecting anything from anyone. Sincerity and service, sincere service, this was his mission, which really and truly changed the minds and hearts of people. When we do something, there's a greed hidden. There's a reason why we are doing something. If you become sincere, you can really change the world. As Sayyidina Mu'innuddin Chishti radiallahu ta'ala anhu did. So, he did this service and he welcomed everybody. He treated everyone equally. And there's a list of his miracles he performed. Many things. Sheikh mentioned someone came with the knife to kill him. And he straight away found out the purpose or the reason of that person's visit. And he said to him, okay, continue with your mission. You have come with. What are you waiting for? I'm willing. I'm ready. Straight away, obviously, the message was delivered. And he straight away became a believer and declared his shahada at the hand of Sayyidina Mu'innuddin Chishti Ajmeri radiallahu ta'ala, many other things. But one of the biggest karama, which whether you believe in karama or not, whether you can understand people's performance of miracles with the permission and power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or not, if you even weigh things on the basis of your reasoning and intellect, popularity of Sayyidina Mu'innuddin Chishti Ajmeri radiallahu ta'ala anhu in his lifetime, even today, among the Muslims and non-Muslims, regardless, to me this is one of the biggest karama, one of the biggest miracle of Sayyidina Mu'innuddin Chishti radiallahu ta'ala anhu. He is loved by everyone. He is respected by everyone. You know, in these few days of the Urs and anniversary of Sayyidina Muhammad ta'ala, what happened in India? From every corner of the country, free trains, free trains, they go to Ajmer. Anybody can sit and go there. Who is doing this? The kuffar. India, so-called secular country, is not a secular country. It's a Hindu country. Majority are Hindus. But they know the status of Sayyidina Khwaja Ghareeb Nawaz. He is not just the king of India. He is king maker of India. He is not Sultanul Hind only. He is much more than that. That is why every Muslim and non-Muslim head of states, from the day one to this day, when they gain the power, they pay a visit to Ajmer Sharif. They know they cannot work in India without the blessing of Sayyidina Khwaja Muhyiddin Chishti Ajmeri radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Aurangzeb, Alamgir, a great scholar, who is the cause of the biggest book of fiqh al-Islami al-Hanafi, Fatawa Alamgir. Subhanallah. You see, his title was Alamgir. It is mentioned in his life history. When he went, he greeted Sayyidina Khwaja Muhyiddin Chishti Ajmeri radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Khwaja Muhyiddin Chishti radiyallahu ta'ala anhu answered his greeting. He heard himself. And out of this visit, he was so impressed by the power of Khwaja Muhyiddin Chishti radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. By his status, which Allah had blessed him with, he built a mosque which still stays there, and that is called Masjid Alamgir, near the tomb of Sayyidina Khwaja Muhyiddin Chishti Ajmeri radiyallahu ta'ala. Don't go too far. In this country, in this locality, non-Muslims on Springfield Road, if you have been there, they have made a place for the community in the name of Khwaja Ghareeb Nawaz. The Sikhs, they are not Muslims. They know Khwaja Ghareeb Nawaz. What Muslims are doing with Khwaja Ghareeb Nawaz? Today when this program was there, Jamia came, group of people. I just was entering and Qari Sahib was also with me. They were knocking the doors. Don't go there, go there. Stopping to come, even to listen to the mention of the name of Khwaja Muhyiddin Chishti Ajmeri radiyallahu ta'ala. Because of him they are Muslims. Because of them they say La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Otherwise they would have been in the same gutter of kufr and shirk. But they are not thankful to Allah. They are not grateful to this great person, his great mission. You are lucky to be connected with this mosque, connected with awliya and salihin, connected with those who have been the cause and reason for inheritance of Islam, which has come into your life and my life. I hope we live and die with this belief and practice we never forget. Assalamu alaikum.